And Harry, so talk to us about the legal standing of the Secretary of State to revoke visas and even permanent residence.
Yeah, so it is remarkable. Khalil has a green card. So did the student, excuse me, picked up this morning. There's a regulation, Jose, passed in the height of the Cold War that says if the Secretary of State makes a finding that someone there are two different things going on here, aiding terrorists, that's what they say the latest student picked up did, or somehow a risk to national security, they can have their visa revoked. And there's a lot of law that says they're not going to second guess, or they may not second guess Rubio's judgment about that fact. Are they a risk to national security? So in the latest case, there's going to be a frontal attack on the actual regulation, because it is very clear that what's happened here is based only on First Amendment activity. Khalil was one of the organizers of the demonstration, and the person picked up this morning wrote an op-ed. And then based on that, Rubio made this judgment. It's really that judgment and the way it dovetails with First Amendment activity that gives pause here, but that may be the aspect of the regulatory scheme that is hardest to challenge.
And so, Harry, what kind of precedent is there for this? And you were talking about that what the legal standing of it from the Secretary of State's perspective is a Cold War law.
There is precedent for using the law without questioning the Secretary of State. Secretary of State signs a piece of paper. I think this person is a risk to national security. Now, remember, we're talking about immigration status, and as Rubio was saying, it's very different to revoke a visa, especially a student visa, even a green card, than it is to charge someone with a crime. But the precedent is there for Secretary of State to determine that someone is a danger if they continue to have their immigration status permitting them to be here. I think the real thing that is animating these protesters is they think, from what we know, ain't a lot to suggest that these two people are serious risks to national security. But what the reg says is that's a call for Rubio to make, not the courts. The courts can do other things like, are you the person named? Is the regulation constitutional? But this core judgment by Rubio is going to be very hard to overturn.